everyone, and thank you for coming to announce this special program that many people work so long and hard, and it's a program that we're going to sustain with our partners from the state and local and federal. This is an epidemic that we're seeing across the country, and I'm so proud of the Providence Fire Department and so many other partners for the city of Providence to come together and help in this epidemic. My name is Stephen Parry. I'm the Commissioner of Public Safety for the city of Providence. Let me introduce the mayor of this great city, Mayor Jorge Elorza. Mayor Elorza.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and thank you for joining us today. As the Commissioner just mentioned, the opioid epidemic is in fact one that has racked the city, racked the state, and the entire country is struggling with how to deal with it. And in Providence, the steps that we're taking really take two components. The first one is getting the entire community involved. We know that we can't do this alone, so I want to thank all of our partners for making this possible. You all just heard from Commissioner of Public Safety, Stephen Parry, but in particular, I want to jump to someone whom I believe was the main architect. In fact, was the person who came up with this idea and pushed it forward. I want to give a special thanks to Captain Zack Kenyon, the acting chief of EMS. Thank you so much, Chief. But we have so many other great partners that have been a part of this. I want to thank Councilwoman Nirva LaFortune, that you'll be hearing from in just a moment. Councilman Nick Narducci. Great to have you here, Councilman. We have Linda Mahoney she's the administrator of program services at Rhode Island Buddha. We also have Deborah O'Brien, the president and CEO of the Providence Center, a great partner with the city of Providence. We have the chief of police, Hugh Clements. We have Owen Helene and Lisa Tomaso, also from the Providence Center. I want to take a moment to recognize someone from my team, from the Healthy Communities Office, who has also been instrumental in bringing together the partnerships to make sure that this could rise to yet another level. Thank you so much, Cynar, for your leadership and for your team in making this possible too. So the first approach that we take in the city of Providence is that we know we can't do it alone, and so we reach out to our community partners. The second approach that we take, not only on the opioid crisis, but in general, is we take a compassionate approach to the work that we do here in the city. And so today we're announcing the PVD Safe Stations. It's a program that's going to help us fight the opioid epidemic, not only in our city, but our entire state. The program will launch on January 2nd. And so starting on January 2nd, any person from anywhere can walk into any of our fire stations and receive treatment and connection to the supports that they need. Just as in many cities across the country, opioid addiction is a serious public health issue, and here we simply can't just stand by. Fortunately, we're not alone in this fight, and we have many partners that are helping us to make our city safer, more compassionate, and more effective at dealing with the struggles and challenges that we face. So we want to make it as easy as possible for folks who are struggling with addiction to come and receive the help and services that they need to get their life back on track. As I believe I heard Captain Kenyon mention just recently, our fire department, through the EMS services, come in contact with folks who are experiencing opioid addictions and other health addictions very frequently. But the truth is that when they have a crisis or when they have an overdose, that is probably the least effective time for an intervention to be helpful. People are more receptive to an intervention strategy at other points, and that's exactly what these safe stations provide. So we're saying to any person who is struggling with addiction that they can walk into any fire station at any time and get connected to these services. This program will help people get back on their feet, and ultimately, it will indeed save lives. I'm proud that the Providence Fire Department, the Police Department, and our Healthy Communities Office, along with all of these different community organizations and state partners, are coming together to give help and hope to those who are seeking to improve their lives. I want to once again commend Chief Kenyon, Commissioner Parry, and all the brave men and women on the front lines who are tackling these challenges head-on. Furthermore, I want to stress that this program is an alternative to arresting and incarcerating people. This is about addressing the problem at its core. And we've seen that in many cases, arresting an individual does nothing to help overcome that underlying addiction. Essentially, this is a second chance for those who have decided to make that life-changing decision. As a compassionate and kind city, we want to share that there is hope, there is another way forward. The bottom line is that if you are struggling with addiction and you need help, come to any one of our Providence Fire Stations starting January 2nd, and help will be there for you. With these efforts, we can certainly change the overdose trend and become a healthier and safer city and state. Thank you.